There's already been a lot of airtime and column inches dedicated to the decision in the federal court on Wednesday to award activist journalist Antoinette Lattouf $70,000 for her unlawful termination by the ABC midway through a 5-day fill-in shift on its Sydney radio program. But what I've found concerning and grossly misleading is how a judgment on workplace rights has been hijacked and misrepresented by anti-Israel activists, including Lattouf herself. Yes, Justice Darryl Rangier did say the ABC had illegally sacked her for her political opinion at a time executives felt pressured by what he called an orchestrated campaign from some pro-Israel lawyers. But the judge also made clear this ruling was not an endorsement of the anti-Israel post she'd made. She'd shared a Human Rights Watch post with the caption, HRW reporting starvation as a tool of war in respect of Israel's military action in Gaza.
The HRW post was bound to be controversial. Ms. Lattouf's making of the HRW post was ill-advised and inconsiderate of her employer.
Hear that? It was bound to be controversial, he said. It was ill-advised. It was inconsiderate of the ABC, who had already advised Lattouf it did not want her posting about the war while she was on the taxpayer dime. Yet this is how Lattouf spun the decision outside court.
Deliberately starving and killing children is a war crime. Today the court has found that punishing someone for sharing facts about these war crimes is also illegal.
Sacked for sharing facts? The court did not find he was sacked for facts. In fact, the judge made no finding of the veracity of your disputed claim from a known anti-Israel organisation. It was a claim she repeated when she shared her statement on social media to her more than 100,000 followers. As the Financial Review noted, outside court, pro-Palestinian activists waving placards and flags sought to portray Rangier's ruling as if it were a judgment on the morality of the Gaza conflict. Rangier ruled the primary reason Lattouf was sacked was because of her political opinion, whatever it may be, and that was illegal. The content of Lattouf's opinion was irrelevant. Now, Lattouf has seized on the publicity this week to launch her new venture alongside fellow anti-Israel ABC journalist Jan Fran, a new independent website promising media literacy and critique that helps you get the real story. But readers will clearly need to apply a fair amount of media literacy and critique to any other misrepresentations reported there. Some anti-Israel activists outside court were so emboldened by this false narrative about the ruling being some kind of judgment on Israel itself, they harassed journalists there reporting the case, including me, accusing us of being complicit in genocide. The Israel-Gaza conflict, many wearing keffiyeh scarves, screaming about media censorship,
kills 100 people every
such
day
as
in
this
Gaza.
fellow live.
Israel kills 100 people every day in Gaza.
Sorry, we'll just cut it there because that's just rude.
Well, aside from that attempt to block me from just doing my reporting, other activists there subjected me to sexualized language and gestures that day I wouldn't even be able to repeat here. Suffice to say, it appears only some female journalists, those that these activists consider to be on the right side of their cause, should be able to do their jobs free from interference.